Well, hey guys, today is a weird day. It's fairly warm, above freezing here in the DC area, and I am meeting up with Scott just down the road to go riding. I'm riding the Elite 150. He's probably going to be surprised because he's got a it's a Kawasaki 650. I got all the gas in there, $3.40, only 1 gallon. That's funny, there's a little Biden sticker on the pump. There's Scott and his green Ninja. There he is.
Hey, buddy.
Alright, that's Scott and his Kawasaki 650R. Let's go. Well, the good thing about this weather is that it's melting all the leftover snow that we have here. Come on. Man, my mirrors, I can't really see that well. Alright, this is Burtonsville. We're gonna head out of town. You know, it's funny that this bike, even though it's from 1985, it's got a lot of character, especially in the engine. You know, because of the engine on the most modern scooters facing forward, first of all, those engines are a little bit harder to service than these. And I think one of the things I like about this is that it feels a little bit more like a thumper rather than a scooter. It's got a really nice tone to it. And the scooters generally, especially with fuel injection, they're so smooth that it does feel like a scooter. But on this thing, you kind of feel like you're riding maybe like a little thumper engine, like a KLR 650 of some kind. Yeah, this bike is surprisingly agile. Oh man, my kickstand is definitely hitting. One of the things that happened is that the kickstand rotated somehow, so I have to fix that. I think I'm going to pull it off. It shouldn't be riding this well, but it does. It's really a fantastic little bike with only 4,000 miles. I think Scott might be a little surprised with the level of speed this thing has. It doesn't really slow down when you're going up hills, but this engine just keeps trucking. I am very surprised that this bike is this good and it's still around from 1985. You know, when I had the 85 Honda Shadow, it was the same thing. I was surprised. And the thing is, if I was to get a 1985 BMW, Ducati, whatever, it would be a money pit. But there's guys that have old BMWs and they love them, but I just don't see how anybody that, like the same person that would get like a Honda Shadow for commuting from 85 is not the same person that gets a 85 BMW. You know, it's not a commuter. It's not somebody who's putting lots of miles on a bike. I think it's more of a guy who's a fanboy of a BMW or Ducati. This one, at least on the, by the way, because of the tiny little wheels, it goes around corners really quite quick, and I'm not used to the sprightly nature of the little wheels. The little wheels are much better at home in a city rather than the countryside. That lake is completely gone. Roads are definitely a little wet. I love twisting the throttle and hearing this little engine roar. It's kind of like a very cool engine sound that it has. 1985, I mean, I was amazed with the Shadow, but this one's not really a sought after bike, which is interesting. I mean, people buy these things for a few $100s, but it makes really good transportation. If you're really into getting to work, especially if you like live in a city, like any metropolitan sort of city, then a scooter makes a really good choice for a commuter. You know, the problem with these older bikes is that they require just a little bit more work to keep running, and it's mostly because of the carburetor. But most of the new scooters, they have fuel injection. You know, if I didn't have the Elite 150 or the SH 150 and the Elite 110, I would be perfectly happy commuting on this thing. Alright, Scott's taking the bike. Alright, so what you have to do is turn the key on,
Okay.
hold the foot brake, and then hit the start.
Is that the only brake? Oh, you've got a front brake too.
Yeah, that's your front brake, that's your rear brake. Give it a little gas. Oh wow, hold on. I think it's a technique. Hold the just hold the brake.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, look at this. Oh, run.
Oh, sorry man. It was off and I turned it.
Yeah. I was wondering why. So that all you have to do is like roll the throttle. Don't go where the cops are over there. Look at that. There goes Scott on the Elite 150, 1985. He told me he's very surprised about how fast that bike is. So that's his bike. It's a Kawasaki 650R. I've ridden it. It's not very powerful. It's smooth, but it does feel like it's a Ninja 250 with a little bit more horsepower. The riding position is also very upright. Look at that. Look how cool it looks. Look at that. Oh yeah. There goes the 150. It looks so 80s. It's kind of cool seeing somebody else ride your bike. First thing he said, like when we stopped, is like, "Man, I am so surprised how fast that thing is." Do you like it?
It makes a racket. It makes a noise.
Yeah. I can't figure out where that racket is coming from. See, I would love to live out here, have a really nice house like this next to a farm. I don't think I'd like a farm. By the way, because of the cold spell we're having here in DC, my bees died. Look at this. This is so cute, like a little creek. Looks like straight out of Red Dead Redemption. We got some news from Squirrely. Squirrelys, of course, he lives in Lynchburg, so hit him up if you guys want to ride and you live in the area. But that guy just bought 2 new bikes. He bought a Honda Spree, which is a 50cc 2-stroke Honda, and he bought a Honda Aero, like A-E-R-O. And apparently he likes those, but it's so crazy that he bought like 250s I think he bought them in like Florida. He's just like, oh, I'm gonna get some and the thing is, he wants to buy this bike, but he really doesn't want to buy this bike. He's just like a tire kicker. But then he goes out to Florida and he buys like 2 scooters just so he could tell me that he's not a tire kicker. I think he bought those bikes just for spite. You know, my fuel sender is also not correct, so I'm not really sure how much fuel I really have. I think I'm just going to follow this for a while. I think it might end up on gravel. We might have to take that road if it becomes gravel here. That's the one downside of riding with a guy with a sport bike, is that they do not like riding on gravel. And for me, with an ADV bike especially, I love riding on gravel. Look at all the people here. Hey, thanks buddy. I like to wave. It disarms people. They go like, oh, that's a nice motorcyclist. And then you like start speeding back up. Starting to see the mountains up ahead. You know, I have to fill up. I'm not even sure how many miles I've done. Maybe 70 miles, but that's the downside of this bike, is just a tiny little fuel tank. I can't believe I got this in boxes. Oh, what is this, a cop? No, it's a Nissan Altima, I think. You know, no, it's a Camry. I was wrong. By the way, that's a skill everybody should have, is recognizing the car brands and makes, because you can never be sure if the car in front of you is a cop car. Wow, look at this town. Look, these are awesome houses. I bet this is Westminster. New Windsor. It's so cute looking, these Maryland towns. They're really cute looking. That lady looks like a total Karen. That haircut. Somebody needs to tell her not to wear her hair like that. Alright, we're gonna find a gas station. I think there's a gas station up ahead.
I need to stop and warm up and get fuel.
Yeah, I think there might be something up here. I don't know. This might be Westminster.
The cold's starting to get to me.
Yeah, let's fill up here. $2.99. Holy cow, I haven't seen $2 gas in a very long time. Wow, I have not seen $2 gas. That's crazy. $2 gas. Second fill up for the ride. Last time I put, what, $3.40. Let's see how much this will take. That's it? Jesus, $2. No, I can still squeeze it a little bit more. Oh shit, that's it. God damn, $2.80. I'm telling you, this is the way to go for saving money. Alright, we're about to head out. We're in Westminster. This is the cheapest gas we've found in a while. Cheapest gas I found in a while, $2.99. So now we're going to take back roads. I was thinking of going to Gettysburg, but it is kind of crazy cold to ride. It's really not that cold, but on a motorcycle it tends to get a little bit chillier, frostier. I think it'll be kind of fun to explore this area. Way south. Man, look at that house over there in the middle of just that big field. That's cool. There's people here on the side of the road. Why are they there? What are they there? What are those guys doing? Very odd. Yeah, this bike handles pretty well for a darn scooter. And it has plenty of speed. You know, it's not like I'm wanting any more speed on this thing. Most of the snow is disappearing, and we kind of need that. It's been, with the wetness of the roads, it's been icy. So all the water runoff from snow, before it was just freezing. It's okay to ride, but the problem with riding with a 50 is that you're kind of... Hey, that's the new Ranger. Oh, left turn, my kickstand. I gotta remove that thing. I didn't hit it this time, but at least this is a right turn. But a little wet here.
Good seeing you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'll catch up.
Cut in front of that guy. See you, bud. And there we go. There goes Scotty, cut in front of those guys over there. Well, that was a good ride. Riding with a sport bike on the Elite 150. That's a much more modern bike than this. I believe that's a 2020 Kawasaki 650R. From the looks of it, it looks like it's a hardcore sport bike, but it's really more of a street bike. Doesn't make crazy power. It's really smooth. Kawasaki really did a good job styling it and making it look like it's a much more aggressive bike, but with very comfortable ergonomics. But for me, I like the scooter, and the scooter does fairly well in this sort of temperature and just riding around casually. But really good ride with Scott, and that's the ride for today, guys. I really appreciate it. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye. Kind of stuck here. The cops won't bother me.